Today, no. Tomorrow or Thursday, we got plenty of office hours. All right. So this fold of tissue right here.
The labia majora.
Other one.
Oh, the minora. Oh,
So
we're on the inside.
plural is plural is minora. Singular is labium minus.
So
And then
minus. Okay.
what would be the region between the labia minora?
The
Bounded by, yes, vestibule.
oh,
And then the vestibule includes entrance to the
vagina. Oh, urinary bladder. Oh, wait.
urethra.
Urethra.
It's got the entrance to the urethra and the entrance to
Urethra.
the
Vagina.
vagina. And then that partition, that tissue fold right there.
The hymen.
Mm-hmm. These ridges.
Vagina folds.
Rugae.
Rugae.
Mm-hmm. It's a good name. Sure. Gastric juice, right? It's not all that creative. This right here. Mm-hmm. And then here. And this part of the uterus.
Cervix.
Mm-hmm. This part. The constricted region. Yes.
Isthmus.
And then up here. Fundus. And then from fundus to isthmus. Body. This little opening here.
External
and then
os.
this opening here.
Internal os.
And then between them.
Cervical canal.
Mm-hmm. Other name for external os? Cervical os.
Mm.
The type of epithelium lining the inside of the uterus.
Stratified squamous. Non-keratinized.
Simple.
Simple.
Columnar. And then lining the vagina.
Stratified squamous.
Non-keratinized stratified
Stratified
squamous. Those are the two types of epithelia for the duct system. Outside of that simple columnar epithelium, what's the next layer of tissue?
Myometrium.
Endo.
It's part of endometrium. So what we're breaking it up now.
Stratum functionalis or
So endometrium
rasa?
has the simple columnar epithelium and then
stratum
stratum
functionalis,
functionalis and then
and the stratum basalis.
stratum basalis. And then you get into the smooth muscle, which is myometrium.
Myometrium.
And then finally the covering.
Perimetrium.
Okay. So this is a cut mesentery. You see all the yellow inside and the blood vessels. So all of that collectively is what mesentery? Whole thing. Broad ligament.
Broad ligament. Oh.
And then how about the region of the broad ligament here that's connected to the side of the uterus?
Mesocell. Or is it ovarian?
Metrium. Mesometrium.
Mesometrium.
Like parametrium, endometrium, myometrium, mesometrium.
What was the first one again?
Broad ligament.
Broad ligament.
So the regions of the broad ligament, myometrium, mesometrium, I know. And then up here, it's hard to tell them apart unless you actually pull them apart. But there's the other two parts of the broad ligament. Which part attaches to the ovary?
Mesovarian.
And then attaches to the uterine tube?
Mesosalpinx.
Mesosalpinx.
Would you use this for that?
For the broad ligament? Yeah. It's no better though than this one for the mesovarium and mesosalpinx. The only thing we have for that is one picture.
Which is on the slide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll use
Or
that.
the dissection video where he actually pulled them apart to show it, but yeah,
You
we're not
can't use
getting that.
that. Yeah.
Messed me up.
I know. Scarred for life now.
What's the,
Very traumatic.
what's this little cord here?
Ovarian ligament.
Mm-hmm. And then this one up here,
Sensory.
round ligament.
Round ligament.
And then this fold right here.
That's the suspensory.
Suspensory no.
Goes to the uterus, the uterine ligament.
No, this is rectum. So it's going from the uterus back to the side of the rectum. Uterosacral ligament.
Uterosacral ligament. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So round ligament in the front, uterosacral ligament in the back. And then along the sides of the uterus, the broad ligament, specifically the mesometrium. And then up in here is mesosalpinx and mesovarium. And then this red,
Is that the fimbriae?
it's not that specific. It's a region. Fimbriae are these little finger-like projections, but what's this whole region that has the fimbriae?
Ampulla or
So it would correspond to your hand.
infundibulum?
Infundibulum. And then your digits would be the fimbriae. And then the next region,
Ampulla.
and then,
Isthmus.
yeah. Mary Isthmus.
We can see the uterine tube, right? Also.
Those are regions of uterine tube or
No, the whole
oviduct,
thing.
or fallopian tube. It's a very old term. And then this blue structure here with the duct.
The the clitoris?
It's got a duct.
Oh, okay.
Exocrine glands have ducts.
Exocrine glands have ducts.
Secretes onto the vestibule. And it's not the lesser.
The greater vestibule.
Greater vestibular gland. And this?
The lesser.
Vestibular bulb.
Oh.
Bulb of vestibule.
Bulb.
And this?
Oh God.
Body
Yeah.
of clitoris.
Oh, the body
And
of
then right
clitoris.
here, glands, and then this part going back. Crus.
Cruise.
Crus of clitoris. We also call the two sides, once the body splits into the two sides, corpora cavernosa. So you could say it's the crus of the corpora
Crus
cavernosa
of
of the
the-
clitoris.
Clitoris, okay.
Wait, so what was the one in the middle?
Bulb of vestibule.
The biggest one is the bulb.
Do we have, oh yeah, there it is. I'll show you another view of those. Do we have the other half of this? This will be have to be the last one. What's the region that includes labia minora, labia majora, and mons pubis?
Is that the vestibule?
External genitalia.
It does represent external genitalia, but what's that whole region?
Vulva.
Vulva. So there's vestibule, which is within the vulva, and then another name for vulva is pudendum.
Yeah.
That one always gets left. I don't know why.
It's a funny word.
Yeah. And these muscles here,
External urogenital diaphragm.
external anal sphincters
Oh, anal.
and internal anal sphincters. So this muscle here, and there's a little window cut into it, but what's the muscle? Mm-mm.
We're in the vagina area.
Well, let's do this. What's that erectile structure there? Or that spongy tissue? Bulb of vestibule. And then the pink structure behind it? Greater vestibular gland. And the two are surrounded by muscle called, surrounds the bulb of the vestibule, which is spongy tissue.
Bulbospongiosa.
Thank you.
Oh, bulbospongius.
And then
Dropping hints.
the glans clitoris is here, and then the body, which is a midline structure, but then it diverges into the two corpora cavernosa. One is under this muscle here, which is called
Yeah.
ischiocavernosus.
So they both have bulbospongius and
Yep,
And corporate cavern.
yep.
So boys and
And
girls
bulbs.
both. Okay.
Bulb of penis, bulb of vestibule. Both
Okay.
surrounded by bulbospongiosis muscle.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it? Okay.
Out of time.